You're listening to John Hyman from Commercial Real Estate Online. In this brief video, I want to talk further about the internet for agents that are working in commercial, industrial and retail property today. The internet, of course, is quite an important tool as far as marketing properties in a location and within a property type. Also, for that matter, in marketing the agent or the broker themselves with their skills and specialities. If you would like more information regards the commercial property industry and the brokerage and agency activities that go on, and perhaps need some tips or ideas, you can certainly get that from our website, which is commercial-realestate-training.com. So let's go back to the topic here. And I've got many topics on this matrix, far too many to talk about in this brief video. However, I will choose one of these topics specifically to help you with some ideas. Now, all of these are quite relevant things to do. It's just a matter of how much time do you have and what can you do on a regular basis. I should say regular because you've got to do it continually over a period of time to get results. That's the way the internet works. You need to work the internet over weeks and days and months, and through doing that, the internet will start to see you as an expert for who you are in a local area with the property types that you work. I'm going to choose one topic here to talk about today, and specifically that is article marketing. Now let's say, for example, you are an expert in office property and perhaps office property leasing. What you could do is write articles about that in your town or city. Now let's say your city happens to be New York and you are a specialist in office property leasing in New York. Then I'm sure you could write some articles about that. The rules of article marketing is that the articles must be informative and useful. Not advertising, but informative and useful. Your advertising should be directed to your websites. That's what advertising is all about. And obviously in your websites and also the industry portal, you'll advertise properties. That's all okay, and your name will be on those properties in those locations. But that being said, you can also write articles and put them in the article marketing search engines to talk about things that are happening with, in this case, office leasing in New York. So you talk about the market, you talk about the changes that are going on and the things that are happening. And by publishing your regular articles about that particular topic, the search engines will see you as an expert for what you are, and that will in turn help your profile personally on the internet today. And also you can take your articles and link them back to perhaps your social media sites that you are probably already running, perhaps LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, etc. So your articles can be linked back to your social media. Quite a good thing. So let's have a look at what article marketing is. So what is it? They are content-based articles that are written particularly for your speciality and your location. That being said, focus on giving information. Give freely the local information that helps people understand how to get involved with the property type and the location. It might be that you can give a lot of information about how to lease an office property in New York. It should be local, and when it is local, you can talk about market trends, new developments, certainly property types, rentals and prices that are going on at the moment. So all that is quite useful. That being said, tie your articles to the facts of the market. Because everyone searches the internet looking for information. If your articles are informative about the market in New York as far as a leasing perspective, and again I'm just giving you a sample there, if your articles are useful and relative to that, when people search the internet looking for that information, they'll find you. Use words that are relative to the market today that they can relate to. So you probably will need to do a keyword search to understand the words that relate to leasing commercial property in New York. You probably know quite a few of those words, but it'll be very interesting for you to do a keyword search on the Google search engine, and you can do that with the keyword search tool. You can search New York office leasing, and when you use their keyword search tool for that, you'll get an array of words, other words that are also being used on the search engines for that criteria. And of course Google will tell you how many times those words have been used over the last month, both globally and also locally in the United States, for example. So your articles are content based. They are interesting on that basis. So let's go back here to the fact that it's not advertising. Don't advertise your properties in articles. You won't be able to because the article marketing sites won't let you do it. The loading of articles should occur to the article websites as frequently as you can do that. And let's say an article is typically 400 words. If you could write 2 or 3 articles per week of 400 words each and load them to the article marketing sites, you'll find that that will help your profile, and the bio at the bottom of the article marketing article that you put together will link back to you personally and give your personal name a strength as an expert on the market today. So you need to make sure that your article is niche relative. And again, in this sample, I'm talking about office property in New York and the leasing of that. So you would write articles about that. You don't confuse the thing too much. Don't get involved in other property types. Stick to your niche. Stick to what you want to be good at and known for. Tie it to yourself, your identity and your brand. And within the article marketing sites, you'll find that the bios at the bottom of the articles actually identify you as the author, and you can link that back to your website where they can find you if that is the case. And of course, in most article marketing sites, the articles should be about 400 words. Some article sites will take less than that, others will take more than that, but 400 seems to be about the average. So let's go back to the other category. Why do we do it? Well, it's going to attract people to you. It will help build your database, and of course your database can then flow through to the autoresponders that you use. I'll talk about the autoresponders later on in the program. So you can build your personal brand as an expert relative to the property type, perhaps office property, leasing, New York. The content itself attracts Google, and Google of course gets over 75% of the search engine traffic in the world, so that's a good thing. Your articles can link back to your website, so if you write an interesting article about something, the readers can click the link at the bottom of the article and move back to your website to find you and obviously connect with you. People today want information, and the search engines, Google, Bing and Yahoo, all love information. If you are a good writer and can put together a good article about your local market and the property type, then that will be very useful to the search engines. The more articles that you write will improve your search engine ranking personally, and it shows your expertise as an individual. It does let the market see your relevance and experience, and when you start publishing your articles on the article sites, and I'll show you what they are in a moment, you can then link those articles to your social media sites, and that's a good thing as well. So let's go back to where we were. Where do you go to do it? Well, I've given you 3 article sites here, and I'll just show you what they are in a moment. eZine Articles is perhaps the top site in the world, highly relevant, very useful, and highly regarded by the search engines. So if you have to choose only one article site to use, I'd say choose eZine Articles. However, there are 2 others that are also very good, Articlespace and Go Articles. So let's have a look at them briefly. eZine Articles, I'll just call it up here for you. Briefly, this is what it looks like, eZinearticles.com, and you can join up as a new author. As you can see, there are more new people joining up here all the time, and you just need to join up and get a free account with them. It doesn't cost anything. It's simply a matter of giving them regular articles based on the topics that are interesting to their readers. And if you want to see how articles are written and want to see how other people are actually doing that, you can check out the articles that are in there at the moment, and we should be able to find real estate there somewhere. So let's have a look. Real estate, yes. So within real estate there are lots of other sub-articles, and here's some samples now of people that have written articles on different things. And this particular chap here, Lance Winslow, is a prolific writer. In fact, he is the most successful eZine Articles author on the internet and has written many, many articles. If you want to see what an article looks like, click on one of these links and it will take you to what they have written. This particular chap writes on many different things, And there's an article. At the bottom of the article, he has a bio. Now this link here will link to his website or his ebook. And in this case, he's got an ebook on business topics, and you, for example, could have a bio here regards yourself and your real estate business, and then that could link to your real estate website. So that's ezine articles. Let's have a look at articles base. I'll just show you that one as another alternative, and that didn't work, so let's choose something else here. Let's go articles. Now Go Articles is a very good site, highly regarded as well, and you can see many different articles written by different people. And of course, in this site, real estate has again its own section, and commercial property is there. So if you were looking for articles written by people in commercial property, you could have a look at different articles here. And this article is written by a chap called William George, and he's writing about increase your property value inexpensively. Now if I pick up on his article now and we have a look at that, we can see that he's talking about house prices, vacant land, digging for the treasure, and then he's got his bio at the bottom. Now this here will link to his site, and that could be your website, and you could be taking people to your real estate website. In this case though, this chap is a valuer, and this is his website. So this article written by this person, William George, has linked through to this website. Same principle applies for you as a real estate expert in commercial. So that will give you some examples of how these things work. I would recommend ezine articles over everything else. However, you do have a choice. There are many article sites out there. It's just a matter of choosing the one that works for you. That being said, you only really need one, and the best is probably ezine articles. However, you have seen that Go Articles works quite well, and you've got some choices there. So how do you do it? You write something yourself. Don't copy content from anywhere else, because if you do, the article sites will shut you down. So don't replicate, don't copy. Respect the authors that have put together other things. Certainly you can read the content of other authors, but don't copy them. Just use it as an idea as to what you can write about, and if you're writing about commercial property or office property or leasing office property, you know what you can write about. Just look at the other authors and see what they have done, and that will give you some ideas to put something together with your favourite topic. Frequency is important. I would say that you should be doing, well, certainly one article a week, but hopefully 2, 3 or 4 articles a week, and 400 words doesn't take long to put together. If you're a real expert in your segment of the market, then you should be able to do that. Unique content, don't copy. Watch the results you get from the articles. Now you can track your feeds, your hits on the articles, and of course you can link your articles back to your social media sites, so you'll actually see quite some good results from writing articles. Write specific content, 3 or 4 paragraphs about your market, dot points, break it up. Get started with 5 to 10 articles, repeat the process as much as possible, and that should work. And within the titles, you should have titles that attract attention. It's a bit like newspapers. When they put articles in newspapers, you need to think like a newspaper editor. What article will attract readership? Okay, so that is article marketing about, and particularly about how you do it, and there's many ideas there for you to work on. Article marketing is certainly a good way for you to build your brand and grow your identity online as a commercial or retail or industrial real estate specialist. I would certainly recommend that you give article marketing a real try as far as building your brand. So that was a small segment of this very complex matrix, and you'll get more ideas, of course, from us. If you want to get some of our free articles, templates and ideas, you can visit our website at commercial-realestate-training.com. Okay, this is John Hyman signing off for now. Thanks for listening. There are many other videos like this on our YouTube channel, and if we can be of further help to you with your commercial real estate career, then by all means send us an email. Thanks for listening today. This is John Hyman signing off for now.